that's what it came in with, and had it where it's been wedged against the sides and crushed so it can fit into that spot. Yeah, bit tight.
Little bit.
Yeah, a little bit tight. I mean, that's not really designed for that car, is it?
I guess we can start now, isn't it?
Pardon?
I want to just ask you questions, go. So, do I call you?
You call me Gobbin.
Gobbin?
Gobs.
Gobs, because that's what David calls you.
Yeah, that's what my mates call me.
So the people on the Retro Rides forum, what do they call you?
They call me Nameless.
Nameless?
Yeah.
So that's you on
Retro Rides forum. So that was the nice big radiator, not really designed for this car.
Well, I wonder where that's from.
That's for a S14. Oh, just had a little leak.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite a massive radiator.
So you think that was too big?
Oh yes, it is very big for that car. There's not enough space for it. It's rubbing everywhere. And a bit trashed.
And where are we actually?
We're in Wokingham.
Yeah.
A custom restore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today, what have you been working on, Gobs?
Basically, we've just taken this apart. We're working on the VW camper, but we're trying to tear this apart and put it back together. To give you a little demonstration of how easy and stuff it is to work with once we all put back together.
Yeah. And do you think you could give us a bit of a rundown on what you've been doing, I guess?
Yeah, so with this one, basically what we done was I had to rectify all the mistakes down at the bottom there with the chassis legs cut out, no radiator mounts. We got a new radiator for it, new intercooler for it. The bonnet catch wasn't working on the front end here. Made new fan mounts for it. Got a new radiator. We're using a Ford Fiesta ST150 radiator here. It's currently masked up because we don't want any damages on there while we're working on it. But look at that, that's a better size, isn't it? A bit more feasible.
It means you can take it in and out a bit more easier.
Yeah, fits in, pipe works fine, don't have to adapt anything. If it goes busting later down the line, David can just buy another one off the shelf and put it straight in there. That's the fan shroud. Made the fan shroud to go on around it. It's got dual fans on there. I like making brackets. We love brackets. Yeah.
And then,
So I've got an intercooler to go on there as well. That little panel. Lower mount for the intercooler. Just needs finishing off. Got the rib nuts on there. Give a bit more strength at the front end. Here's the intercooler we've opted for. It's a bit better size, isn't it? It fits in the spot. More brackets.
so if anything, you want to be known for bracketry.
Well, I'll get my inspiration from the chaps on YouTube from Bad Obsession Motorsport. They love the brackets down there. Yeah. That's what I'm watching. Don't know if you've seen it, Project Binky.
Yeah. They're nearly finished now though, right?
They are, yes. Looking forward to what they have in the pipeline next. Apparently there's something big out there.
Yeah. So here, what happened with I guess this section here, because I think
this section basically what happened with that one, it was butchered. So you've got, like, I've put a return in there at the moment to give a bit of strength. That just needs finishing off. This way it's been plug welded, but I had to make a new repair section to go in there. Added a pan on the back, and that's basically boxed it in and it's brought in a bit of strength. So originally it would have been about that big for the radiator and it would have had a lot more strength in there, but where it had been modified with a massive intercooler, they just chopped everything off and stuck a couple of box sections in here and didn't have any strength in this panel. So to bring strength back in that panel, new replacement part at the bottom, new backing plate, boxed it all in, can't move it, just It's nice and solid.
Nice.
Yeah. We've got actual radiator mounts at the bottom now, not just some random polybushed glue to the bottom of it.
Oh yeah.
Take a guess what they've come out of.
Which one? The mounts?
Yes, the mounts. The rubber.
Ford.
Yes.
Is it?
100 points. Ford Fiesta. They match the radiator.
Yeah.
So if you need replacing in the future, you just go and buy them off the shelf.
So you can go like to your local Euro parts or.
Oh yeah,
wherever.
you could actually go into Ford and buy off the shelf from Ford. So
Is there? So, any benefits from having like a smaller rad? You know, in comparison to the last one that you took out.
Well, space. We've only got this much space to work with. It's got to be something that fits inside the space. I think that radiator was a bit large for this chassis.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it was butchered originally.
So does that mean hopefully if this goes to plan, David can also take in the radiator, take it out and put it in?
Yeah, I think one of his main concerns there was when he tried working on it last time, the car was fighting back because he couldn't get to these bits, and he couldn't take the fans out and he couldn't take the radiator out. So now it's a bit more promising. He should be able to take it out with a few spanners. Right, that's back in there. Hasn't taken much time. There we go, more brackets. This
And
time
what's
they're
that
made
for?
out of alley. They're the top radiator mounts.
Ah.
Yeah, and they'll just go there. Nice and simple.
Oh, nice. Oh, and that's it. And that's in.
Yeah, but we're gonna add some more bolts
Okay.
on there. We'll get some riv nuts in there, and then it'll be bolted on there, followed by these as well, and they get bolted on there as well. And that's secured the whole front end in.
So that means all the, I guess, radiator and intercooler is all done.
Yes, that's all done there. We've had to make another mount for that. More brackets. That's for the expansion bottle. I'll let you guys guess what this expansion bottle's come out of.
I'm guessing it might be a Ford.
No, it's not Ford.
It's not.
No. Minus 100 points.
Come on, man. So that means I'm on zero.
Back on zero.
Back on zero.
Yeah. That's it. Got new hoses for it. So this time the pipework's actually got swages on there to hold it back in place. Before we just had pieces of pipe just cut and shoved in between the pipes,
Okay.
and that should hopefully hold in place once the Jubilee clips are put on there. And that makes it so much easier to go back in.
Yeah.
But that lower hose, I'll leave that for now. Yeah. That's the lower hose. Made all the intercooler piping as well. So in this, we had like, I don't know, should I really show you? Do you really want to see what was in there before?
I guess you could show a quick before and after, just to show what can be done.
I'll have to dig it out from the rack, nowhere to be seen rack. Alright. There's some of the bits for it.
Okay.
We can buy all this stuff from the shelf. You don't have to make it if you don't have to. I mean, I like fabricating stuff, but even I choose not to fabricate pipes. So this goes in nice and neatly there. Slides in there. Job done.
So how long did it take you to, I guess, do this pipe work?
Doesn't take a lot of time. It's taking the right measurements for it and ordering the right bits that fit in the gap. I think a lot of time was spent cutting into size because they come pre-sized.
Okay.
And then finishing them off and making swages on there so that they lock into place.
What machine did you use to
so
make those swages?
I made a tool to go on my vibro shear. It's the same as a pull max. Anyone who loves fabricating knows what a pull max is. It's a tool every shop must have. I'll give you I'll show you a little sample there. Make sure the dust sheet's out of the way.
Yeah.
So that basically, all it does is that. Pop a piece in there. Run it like that. Once you're done, comes out of there. Off you go. It's a nice little swage.
So you had to do that with all the pipes that you cut, and then
yes.
take the measurements, and then
Take
just
the measurements, cut them to size, and then do the swages on there. Stops them from popping out under pressure.
because this will be. Do you know how much boost this will be on?
He's running under a half. Running under a bar for boost, if I can remember off head. I haven't done anything on the engine yet, so I'm not really 100% sure what he's running on the boost on that one. Sorry, what he's going to be running eventually.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's running about just under a bar boost on it. What I can recall.
And then so that's pretty much what you've been up to.
Yes.
And what's next? What's next on the list?
I've been working on the wheels and the rear. He was having problems fitting the wheels on there. So we made the wheels fit. We've got one on the back there.
Let's have a look.
Get that out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Lovely set of them custom wheels he's got made there.
Do you know where they're from?
I'm not sure.
Nice. And then you pop the wheels on there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we do that in house. But I think it's got a bit of stretch. We're looking to lower the car a little bit, so probably be making some arches for this one. Get rid of these rusty bits on there. So I'm probably gonna next in line is probably gonna do a bit of sort of the suspension setup on it. Once the suspension's been set up right height, and then we can put or we can mock up some arches to go on there. So that's in line. The pedal box needs sorting out. It's like a bird's nest under there at the moment.
Should we have a look at the?
Should we show you that?
Yeah, let's have a quick look. See.
I'm gonna have to find a torch. That's what we got there. Can you see anything?
I might have to go in a bit more.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be doing in here then?
So we're looking to get a overhanging pedal box in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Just probably gonna take all that out, do all the pipe work on there.
So is that whole pedal box coming out, or you just? I guess it.
Yeah, that whole pedal box is gonna be coming out.
It's a shame.
It's a funny angle that is. I think a lot of driving problems with it. It's not really designed for the kind of seats that are in the car at the moment.
Is that from like? Where's that from?
That's an aftermarket one. Yeah.
Oh wow. Reminds you of the old Beatles and stuff.
Yes, they were like from the floor. Yes, or an overhang. But that's an aftermarket. It's been kind of designed to fit in there.
Okay.
Well, designed. I say that lightly.
And then the pipe work as well.
Yeah, it's where it's been all chopped onto the floor.
Okay.
The chassis been chopped out. The piece of metal welded in and bolted on top of that.
So that's next as well then.
Yeah, that's on the cards to do. So as soon as the front end's done on that,
yeah.
Next be do this pedal box.
Yeah.
That's I think pretty much most of the mechanical stuff, and then we're looking at doing the arches maybe.
Ah. Cool. So it's nearly done basically.
Yes. No.
Any idea when we might hear it running?
Maybe the next time you come.
Yeah. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
I'm hoping to have it running for the next time.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cool. So we'll hear turbo noises.
Yes. I've got a dump valve to go in there yet. I just need to sort out the pipe work for the dump valve, which was missing. It's actually a dump valve. It's a recirculating valve. But yes, it's been running with that one of them as well.
Cool. Okay. So that'll help.
Yes, it certainly will. Stops it from making chatters, or making turbo chatter.
Oh, but that's what you want though, really, isn't it?
No, if you want the long life of a turbo.
Okay. Sweet. Awesome.
Don't know if you've seen these ones. The lovely holes I had to make something out of them. Just had someone took a hole saw to them.
Yeah.
Yes, no return edges, sharp edges, cutting on everything. I'm sure David could tell you a few stories of him being cut on the front end of this car.
Yeah, looking good. And then you're doing something with the chassis, a front chassis. These sections here.
Yeah, those are the ones I was showing you earlier on. They'd been chopped out inside there, and they were just left because of the size of the big radiator. It was too big to fit in the front end of the car, so he just chopped off and shoved them in between the chassis legs.
So a bit more work to go.
Yes, a little bit, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
We've got enough space. The bonnet closes, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another problem we were having.
Does it close now?
Yes, it does. Do you want us to close it then?
Yeah. There's that pipe work there as well, and grab that as well.
Yeah, I've got that chest.
Whoa.
We've got a working catch.
Yeah. Wicked. Was there anything else you did, or that's probably...
That's pretty much it on that one.
That's it for now.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Wicked. Thank you very much, Gobs.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.